I greet my viewers with now liberal message from such outstanding progressive politologist like me, Armenak Nouridjanian. As a progressive Democrat and human rights advocate, actually, I must stand up for such issues like social justice, amnesty for non-criminal illegal aliens, building more housing, Section 8 housing for working poor, and raising taxes 50% against wealthy individuals and rich corporations. As I ran for California State Assembly, I want to unseat the reactionary incumbent, Mr. Perez, a conservative Democrat. I ask all the progressive California Democrats, or liberal organizations to contribute to my election campaigns with your generous donations, and also buy my acrylic and oil paintings from my website, liberalartgallery.com. Again, I'll repeat it, liberalartgallery, GLLERY.com, where you can actually see my 17 oil and acrylic paintings and a number of photos, photo pictures of views of landscape and portraits of Southern California. Actually, today I want to give a few comments about the state of affairs of American Union on the issues of environmental protection. As a Liberal Democrat, I actually hold environmental protection as an important measures, political measures, in order to stop pollution. Because pollution gonna take away your feeling of well-being, will take away, your mind, and so will actually dull your senses and feelings as well. Poisoned air and poisoned water, will contribute to miserable state of mind and miserable life, quality of life, in the American society. So therefore, all those measures to protect environment are very important in keeping and upholding welfare of American people and public health issues. Well, actually, Republicans, unfortunately, are party of the neo-fascists, party of reactions and social conservatives who actually oppose any environmental protection measures. Actually, a recent congressional hearing, Republican, Congresswoman from Alaska, Murkowski, she actually, Senator Murkowski, she actually, the fish face, she actually, officially supported drilling oil and gas in a protected area of National Wildlife Reserve. When actually, though there exists actually an agreement, with these protected areas, with actually National Wildlife Reserve, Alaskan National Wildlife Reserve. It actually is a protected national park, which has been where drilling or harvesting any natural resources, including oil and gas, is strictly prohibited. It's been signed into act and ratified by Congress, Democratic Congress, in the 90s, by President Clinton government, actually pro-democratic Congress. But I believe that will actually that Republicans actually breaking into open door and trying to conduct reactionary politics by trying to, to make a, quite a political gain on with reactionary politics of attempting to drill in protected wildlife areas. First of all, the amount of oil, 7 billion barrels, will only suffice to last for 1 year, no more than 1 year of drilling. And they're going to destroy the national environment over at Alaskan National Wildlife Reserve. It will last no more than 1 year. It creates very few jobs, but actually destroy the livelihood of fishing and game of those local Indians Indian tribes, who actually very much probably object to that, to actually any drilling in Alaskan National Wildlife Reserve, and I believe it will lead to real civil war and civil disturbance, at least, on part of Alaskan Indians, Alaskan native groups, Aleuts, Eskimos, and Tlingits. Well, actually, President Barack Obama signed with National Wildlife Protection Act, and made drilling in the Arctic refuge illegal. He said, President Clinton actually prohibited drilling in the Arctic refuge because he made it a national wildlife preserve. And in a League of Conservation Voters questionnaire, President Obama said that he strongly rejected drilling in Arctic national wildlife because it would irreversibly damage a protected national wildlife refuge who are creating sufficient oil supplies to minimally affect the global market price. Yeah, but Republicans nowadays, they actually unreasonable people. Republicans sometimes because they are right-wing extremists. These people are support only right-wing, our right-wing extremists, and believe that Democrats, I call on congressional Democrats, who have at least a majority in the U.S. Senate, to reject any attempt to overturn Alaskan National Wildlife Reserve status as protected land and prohibit any drilling of oil and harvesting of natural resources in that our National Wildlife Reserve. Prohibit any drilling of oil or gas in that area because it's insufficient to last more than 1 year and will ruin and destroy the national environment and livelihood of those Alaskan Indians, native tribes, that will actually resort to terrorist acts. I believe will destroy all those oil pipes, will burn down all the oil storages, and it definitely is not viable to build anything there. It's a high risk operation, which can cause lots of bloodshed and arsons in that area. And actually, but this recent attack of Republican senatorial minority leaders, like Senator Murkowski, trying to start drilling in the Alaskan National Wildlife Reserve is outrageous. Also oppose any building any oil pipe, oil and gasoline transportation pipe, oil, let's call oil pipe conduit, was coming from Canada, because this is illegal. I believe that it will violate all those National Wildlife Reserve and destroy livelihood of those national forests, and destroy a good deal of national forests in the United States, and will and will create lots of oil leakages and arsons, in that area. So it's more safe for American public, to bring its oil from Canada by tankers, and in the second it will put all those tank jobs, jobs oriented with transporting oil by sea, at bay, at risk, and in the second, the safest way to transport oil is by sea or by railroad. And I believe that building any oil pipeline is actually economically not a viable solution, and actually counterproductive, and create it is not unsafe as well, as the number of oil leakage will create opportunity for arsonists and terrorist groups to take advantage of that opportunity and actually commit arson and blow up with pipeline. because a number of extremists who look like environmental front, of defense front, or somehow environmental groups, extremist orientation, are capable of committing a number of terrorist acts against those oil pipelines, especially if we find a leaking oil pipeline. In the second, I want to talk about that a recent interview that President Obama gave MSNBC, where he claimed that he would go against administration regulation would prohibit amnesty for illegal aliens. I believe President Obama is very wrong when he speaks that he wouldn't give any amnesty to illegal aliens. But President Obama wouldn't support an amnesty to non-criminal aliens. This is a very wrongful policy. Those illegal aliens will stand there at the parking lots and gates of Home Depot normally, superstore, hardware superstore, and they actually, those guys was illegal, let's say Mexicans, Guatemalan immigrants, small section of males that stand that hang out near Home Depot's superstores parking lot. They actually they pose a threat to national security. They actually they find if we go unregistered, we will join those narco cartel that produce, manufacture methamphetamine or other narcotics in the wild desert, or actually will actually become part of narco mafia networks and stuff like that, and actually will become scared, and will actually depress wages of illegal workers, American citizens, and this is outrageous. But President Obama is very reactionary and corrupt. If he refuses to give to grant amnesty to illegal aliens, he refuses to respect and uphold human rights of those illegal aliens, and he actually dooms them, to very disgraceful life of organized criminals. And if they go unregistered and ICE immigration police doesn't do anything to stop those illegal aliens, and they continue hang out near the Home Depot's parking lots, this outrageous. And I believe that President Obama government failed to stop illegal narcotics trade with so-called medical marijuana dispensaries, ripping off Americans and keep actually robbing their life savings. And as a psychologist, I go to marijuana medical anonymous meetings, and people will stink as very badly, and the punch and the noxious odors come from them, And those people complain that they lost their job, their families, and their life savings. And this is outrageous, And I believe that the Drug Enforcement Agency shouldn't be as corrupt as it is now, because I called a number of times that Drug Enforcement Agency in Santa Monica building, and they refused to do anything to stop those medical marijuana dispensaries. So they put down my information about one medical marijuana dispensary, like in Hollywood, but they refused to close them down because they are corrupt and nothing but one supremacists, who actually warm, their seats in their cozy offices on federal building in the city of Santa Monica on 11,000 Wilshire Boulevard, but do nothing to actually to close down those so-called medical marijuana dispensaries who rip off American public, who charge egregious, charges of $200 per 1 pound of illegal dope, harmful narcotic marijuana. And I believe that California Congress and California actually Governor Jerry Brown actually shouldn't play cat and mouse game with medical marijuana dispensary, but should immediately close down